Good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock, and my name is Pamela. And so as people filter in, signing on, you might hear me repeat myself a little bit, that we want a chair on a sturdy surface. So if you have a yoga mat, if you feel like you're going to slide around, you might want to put a yoga mat underneath your chair. The other thing I always like to mention is when we sit forward, stay where you are. I like to turn to the side just so you can see when we sit forward, we don't want to be rounded in the back, we don't want to be overly arched, and with the ankles kind of underneath the knees. And so if you're struggling to find the floor, please fold up a towel or a blanket or put your feet on yoga blocks if you have them. And good morning. So we'll take ourselves kind of closer towards the edge to start to really lift and engage all the muscles in the core. We're going to start with a little centering, a little opening meditation, if you will. And so hands can be anywhere on your thighs or on your belly. That sometimes feels nice. Palms down, helping to ground us a little bit more, palms up, a little more energizing. So you know what you need this morning, right? Better than I do. So just check in and see what you need. Wednesday mornings are always very active for me. I've got a couple of things even before this class. So I usually start with you with my hands down. Welcome if you're just signing in, right? Make sure that you've got a sturdy surface underneath your chair, like a yoga mat. And we're seated just off the edge of the chair, engaging the muscles of the core. Pull that pelvic floor up and draw that navel space back. Create some room between your ears and your shoulders. Put a little smile on your face and maybe close down your eyes. Take a big breath in through the nose and open the jaw, sigh the breath out. Big letting go breath out. So one more time, inhale through the nose. Big letting go breath out. Yeah. And then I'd love for us to just kind of see in your mind almost like a Rolodex or a little agenda, a little to-do list of everything that you have laid out for the rest of your day. Right? Even if you don't have it written down, you kind of just journey forward your day, what you'll be doing after you sign off with me this morning. Just kind of slowly, just kind of label it, right? Don't spin into a story about it, how far you have to travel to something, or what you do or don't have to do, or bring any judgment to it. Just kind of flip through what's next, and then after that, and after that, and just notice how you're feeling as you're kind of going through that. Did it change your breath? Did it change your posture? But now I'd like for you to ask yourself how you like to approach or move through those tasks today. What feeling would you like to infuse into everything that you have to do today? Are you going to do that next task with confidence, compassion, or calm? Can you just ask yourself, what is it that I'd like to bring into, infuse into that task? Can I carry that with me through the rest of the day and pepper all of my events, even if you're doing what you might consider nothing, right? If you're just hanging out or gardening, right? We're never doing nothing. We're always moving, right? Always thinking. So what can you infuse into that action, that to-do list, knowledge, confidence, compassion, kindness. A few more breaths, just to really solidify that sensation. And take a few I am statements here. So you'll inhale silently, or if you'd like to, since you are at home, you could say it out loud, right? Inhale, I am. Exhale that word, right? I am confident. Or I am kindness. Whatever you want to infuse into your task. I commit to teaching with compassion. I commit to driving with compassion. Whatever it is. Yeah, and then when you're ready, if the eyes are closed, softly float them open. Take a big inhalation to lift the ribs away from the waistline. Keep following an inhalation and bring the arms up overhead. Big sun breath. Exhale, float them down. Yeah, again, lift the ribs away from the waistline. Relax the shoulders, sun breath. Maybe even look up this time. Inhale and exhale, float them down. Good, holding on to the front sides of your chair. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Relax that right shoulder down. Please bring your chin in slightly, navel in slightly. Really feel that wonderful sensation along the left side of your neck. And I want you to imagine that you've got a yoga block, right? And if you have a yoga block, you could place it between your inner thighs, just above your knees. And I want you to just softly, energetically kind of squeeze those inner thighs towards each other, that imaginary yoga block or your yoga block, softly squeeze the sides together and see how that changed the sensation in the pelvis. Right? Bring that head to center, relax that imaginary or that gripping there. Keep the block there if you have it. Just kind of soften and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Slide that left hand down. Before we do anything, take your right hand and kind of move the sitting bones back a little bit. Kind of shift, lift up your hip, lift up your tush, and kind of send it back a little bit. And then come back to your left ear to your left shoulder. Relax that right shoulder down, chin in, belly in, and then energetically squeeze that imaginary yoga block. Pull the navel back. See how that changed things a little bit. Spread the toes. Can you push into the mounds of the big toes, mounds of the pinky toe, inner outer spiral of the heel. So legs active, core active, sacrum active. Sacral region of the body active, I should say. And slowly lift up. This time we're going to slide again to the right. Maybe slide, keep that energetic squeeze. Maybe slide your left arm up and over, maybe bicep by your ear, and then rotate. Try to bring your right rib cage forward. Little squeeze of the inner thigh. If this doesn't feel friendly in your body, right, this left arm feels really sticky or like not part of your body, then bend your elbow and push your head back, right? You're trying to soak up some sun. And, or if that doesn't feel friendly, hand behind the back. Push the kidneys into that forearm. Right, wherever you want to be, relax the shoulders, infuse that healing feeling word, compassion, kindness, courage, knowledge, whatever word that you see yourself moving with throughout your day. Breathe into that feeling. One more big breath. Use core strength to lift yourself up and over. Yep. Slide down the left side, chin in, engage that core, relax the shoulder. Same thing, maybe the right arm comes up and over, knees forward, hips forward. Roll that left rib cage forward, looking up if that feels good, or bend the elbow, press the head into the forearm. Or maybe bring that arm behind the back, right? Whatever allows you to feel open in that torso. So lateral flexion, side bending, really breathe into those muscles of inspiration between the rib cage. One more big breath. Chin in, carefully slide yourself up, hands on your thighs, or you can hold on to the chair. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see the shapes. By pressing your sacrum, your sitting bones back, pull the navel in, lift the heart. Maybe hands on thighs, find that little back bend, that cow shape, extension for the spine. Push your tailbone towards your knees, or pull your tailbone towards your knees and scoop, scoop, scoop. Relax the shoulders, look down to your navel, find that cat shape. Flexion, round is for the spine. Inhale, so I have my hands on my thighs. You can hold on to the chair if that feels good. A little added bonus in the shoulders. Push, push, push that tailbone forward. Scoop. Still pull your navel towards your spine. The action's coming from the upper back and the pelvis. Send the tailbone back. Lift the heart. Maybe look up. Maybe smile. Right? Turn the corners of the lips up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. One more time. Send that tailbone away. Lift the heart, lift the heart, lift the heart. And then tuck that tailbone forward, around the spine, and hold here. Big sigh with breath out. Stay here. Place your hands on your thighs. If you don't have your hands on your thighs, please do so. Yeah, and then hinge from the hip. Start to slide your hands forward. We're going for a forward fold, but from this kind of rounded shape, pull your navel towards your spine. Go so slowly. Resist gravity. Resist. Slow, slow, slow. Bring those hands down to the ground. And pause. Give a little nod. No. I'm going to turn forward. Stay where you are. If you're able to, I want you to you can do one of two things with your hands. If you don't want to put your hands underneath your feet, I want you just to turn your palms up. You're going to bend your elbows and lean over your thighs. Wrists will flex, right? So your palms are up, your elbows are bent, and your wrists are by your pinky toes. If you can, slide your hands underneath your feet, or if you wish to slide your hands underneath your feet, do that. Push down, big toe into that thumb base. Bend your elbows, pull your navel to your spine. Maybe even widen your knees a little bit. Like I've got my knees kind of resting, nesting in the axilla, the underarm, that beautiful space there. Drop the head. Give a little nod, no. Pull that navel to the spine, look up, eyes up, heart up, and then change the hands. If your hands are underneath your feet, I want you to maybe take peace fingers to the big toe. If you're wearing socks like me, just kind of hold on to your toes. Push your toes into your fingers. Lift the heart, straight arm. Push your shoulders towards your hips, navel to spine, hips away from you. So we're a little bit of a flat back. Stay where you are. And if you look up or see, if you're looking, if you need to see, right, a nice and aligned, shoulders are dropping down, looking down between my feet, getting this strong lengthening of my spine and this opening of my sacrum and my SI joints. Start to slowly bring your hands to your thighs and inhale all the way up, arms up overhead. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Pick your right knee up, hip height. Flex your foot a little bit so your ankle is right underneath your knee. And then you're going to move your belly first to the right. Bring your knee up a little higher, your left elbow towards your knee, and twist to the right. Come on up. Unwind, keep that right knee where it is. Ekapada from the chair. One more time, move your belly to the right. Bring your left elbow to the right knee, arms in cactus shape. Twist, twist, twist. Look over your left shoulder. and come back to center, pause, foot down, hands down. Smile and sigh the breath out. Take a big inhale, lift the heart to lift the arms. Spin those pinkies in, drop the shoulders away from the ears, lift that left knee, flex your left foot so that ankle is directly underneath your knee, move the belly to the left, ribs, eyes to the left, bring that right elbow to the knee, lift and lower simultaneously through the chest, and come on up, keep that knee. Good. Inhale, move that belly to the left, move the ribs to the left, eyes to the left, bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, hold here, goalpost arms, smile across your upper back, keep it friendly, come back center, Ekapada. Yeah, hands down, foot down, and pause. Excellent, all right. So I'm going to turn to the side again, just so you can see the shape. We're going to, we did this a couple of weeks ago. It's a really wonderful strengthener for the large muscles of the body, glutes, quads, hamstrings, but and core, but also really good practice for our balance, yeah? So what we're going to do is come off towards the edge of the chair, engage your feet, and most of the weight's going to go into your heels, engage your core. You could hold on if you're a little nervous about your balance. We're just going to softly lift up and sit back down, right? So if you feel like you can come up a little higher out of your chair, sit back down and stay engaged in the quads. So I've got this kind of utkatasana, this chair shape when I'm lifting out of the chair and then sitting back down. But notice right where the chair is so you don't get too far away, right? So I'm kind of challenging myself this morning, keeping it locked and loaded in the heels and in the quads. And I'm just lifting into a standing chair shape and just grazing the seat. You got it. But if you wanted to, you could hold on, sit down, and lift. Keep those hands on. Use the arms to help you pump a little bit. How you feeling? Quads are on fire. How about two more? Good. Have a seat and hold. Yeah, sit all the way back. Hallelujah. But try not to lose your posture and stay engaged. And then extend that right leg out. Hold at the hamstring. So slide your hand under and really push the hamstring into the hands. So you're engaging the neck and the shoulders, the biceps. Flex that foot. Good. So I'm not leaning back in my chair, but I'm back enough, right? So the whole leg, the upper leg is supported mostly by the chair. So I put a little bend in the knee, just so I can maybe reach for my calf, if you can. Yeah, leaning slightly forward. And then leaning back again, see if you can lift that leg up a little higher. So if you're feeling anything in the knee, I want you to put a little bend in the knee and or hold at your hamstring. Drop your shoulder. Please don't hold behind your knee, right? Hamstring or calf or ankle, or some of you might even come to your foot. Spin the elbows in wherever you are. Notice any kind of cramming into your knee. We don't want that sensation in the kneecap. You don't want any sensation behind the knee. So move the hands to where you need to. Keep it friendly, right? Infuse that feeling of compassion or knowledge or kindness, whatever you identified that you're going to move through your day and tick off those tasks, infusing that emotion into everything we do. Bend that knee, give it a little hug, the hamstring or the shin, pull that knee in towards the shoulder. And then we're going to encourage holding the right foot with our left hand, the right calf or the right knee with the right hand. Just kind of open and close the hip. We're going to rock that femur in the hip socket and rock the leg side to side. Relax the shoulders, relax the fingers. Notice if you're gripping or holding something tight unnecessarily so. And then you'll pause, place that ankle or outer shin on the thigh. And slowly roll that foot around at the ankle. So use your left hand to kind of gently crank that right ankle. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. And then you'll roll the other way. Good. Pause. Take your hands to the side of your chair to kind of move yourself forward, right, so we can engage the core. Be careful. Be safe. Flex that right foot a little bit. Either hold on to the chair or one hand on the chair and the other hand, right hand maybe on your thigh. Give a little tug, give a little push. See how that kind of lowers the knee down a little bit. I'm not on my knee, right? I'm on the thigh. So you can stay here or you can chin in, engage the core, hinge from the hips, straight spine, straight spine. I'm not leading with my chin. I'm leading with the ribs, the heart. Ooh, yeah. So feel this great stretch right across the front of your right hip flexor area. Maybe you're starting to feel it at the piriformis, the stretch in the center of your glute. Maybe you're feeling it on the outside of your hip, maybe the outside of your leg, so you can lift the heart and lean forward more. It's not about bringing your nose to your shin, right? Just find length in your spine, add some weight to your hips. If you want to evolve this one bit more, you could, depending on your body, right? You can take your arms out on either side of your knee and your foot and reach, let gravity kind of pull you down with that straight spine. Or some of you might reach your hands inside and take a little prayer pose. So again, I'm going to turn to the side. My spine is long. My sitting bones are down. My shoulders are back. My neck is back. And I'm really working on this hip opening and stretching and piriformis. Anyone who has any sciatic pain, this was really great for you. Engage the core slowly, start to come on up. Use the hands to unwind. Sit back again. Try not to lean back into the chair, but sit back enough so the glutes and the upper legs are supported by the seat. And just pause. Big letting go breath out. Good. And then we'll lift that left leg to accommodate the interlaced fingers at the belly of the muscle at your hamstring. Push down and pull up simultaneously. So the hands are pulling that muscle up and you're pushing down. So you're stretching through your biceps. You should feel this, right? In the upper arms and neck, maybe even the top of your lats. Pull the navel back. Smile, 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 and then extend that leg, flex. Leaning slightly forward, if anything. They want to be right over the hips or slightly forward. We don't want to be leaning back. Good, kick through that heel. One more big breath. And then when you're ready, maybe put a little bend in the knee just to see if you can hold on to the calf or hamstring, and then see if you want to straighten that leg again, holding maybe at the hamstring. Turn around because I'm kind of blocking my face. So I've got a little bend in my knee, no problem. Spine is tall. Maybe you're able to reach for your calf or your ankle or for your foot. Keeping a little bend in your knee does a couple of things. One, right, it releases the hamstring a little bit and it avoids any of that pain you're talking about, that locking out of your joint. But if you're able to straighten your leg, feel free to do that. But just notice, right, if you have any sensation in the kneecap or behind the knee at all. Leaning slightly forward if you can, just getting a deeper stretch up the back of your leg. Relax the shoulders. Infuse it with that emotion you'd like to carry with you throughout your day. Put a bend in that knee and kind of scoot yourself slightly forward. Use your hand. Right hand will hold your foot. Left hand will hold the knee or the shin, and then just kind of open and close. Right? Open up that leg, that hip. Move that femur in your hip socket. Juice it up. Relax the shoulders. And then we'll place that ankle when you're ready, or the outside of the shin on your right thigh. And just notice if this feels different, right? Notice if the knee is higher, you feel more or less restricted in the hip socket. Softly bring some weight, if you'd like to, onto that left thigh. I've got both hands on my thigh this time, or one hand can stay on the chair and left hand on the thigh. Flex the foot a little bit. Good. Pull that navel to the spine, chin in, hinge, hinge, hinge from the hip. Look to that right big toe. Maybe this is a knot. Right? I need to scooch slightly forward a little bit. Readjust. Pull that navel to the spine, chin and back of the neck to the sky. I'm going to let gravity do its job. I'm going to take my arms out to the side first. See how that feels. Flex the foot. Feels pretty friendly, but I do feel a nice grab right at the glute and at the hamstring, but a good grab. I like it. So I might take my hands in and come a little deeper. Just going to let my body take it where it wants to go. I'm not going to resist it. I'm not going to push it. Just going to let breath take it where it wants to go. So lift your heart, right? Find 3 more breaths wherever you are in this shape. So many options, right? It's all about how we feel, not about what you think it should look like, right? How do you feel? To get out, really engage your core, pull your navel to your spine, lift your eyes, lift your heart, carefully walk yourself up and out of your shape. Yeah, take that leg down, hold on to the chair, take your feet a little wider. Gonna really come off close towards the edge of the seat, so I've got some room to move. I'm gonna hang on. I'm just gonna roll my knees and my hips to the right. I'm actually gonna take my rib cage to the right, and then I'm gonna come center with those knees and toes and switch to the other side. So it's almost like a little bit of a windshield wiper, but also like a little bit of a pigeon pose, right? So we're gonna internally and externally rotate those hips. I'm gonna roll my left hip down and forward, and I'm gonna hold here. I'm gonna melt my heart down, my rib cage down. I've got my right heel off the ground, and I'm pushing into the ball of my right foot. My left heel is off the ground. A little bit of a pigeon pose. Should feel nice. Come on up. Center, readjust, roll onto the tippy toes, the balls of the feet, move the rib cage over. I'm going to adjust my hands so I'm a little safer. I'm going to move my right hand to the front of the chair and just drape over. Little pigeon pose. I'm going to release my right hand, let myself just drape over. Just take it where you want. Come on up when you're ready. Good stuff. So carefully heel toe those feet in and carefully come on up. So we prepped the hips. Move this out of the way. For this action, I'm going to have us take, let's have you take your left foot to the chair, please. Left foot to the chair, ankle underneath your knee. And we're going to move the rib cage to the left. So turn your left toes in and your heel out. So it's almost like a warrior one shape of your feet here. Right? So your knee will dictate where your toes go. All right. So we're going to move the rib cage to the left side. So if you're feeling kind of a torque or a pulling on your right knee, step that foot out a little wider, like on a railroad track, and turn the heel out or the toes out, again, wherever you don't feel that gripping sensation in your knee. Yeah, and we're going to move the ribs to the left, more to the left. Move the ribs to the left. Take your right hand, to the outside of your left knee. My left hand is holding on the back of the chair. And so slowly evolve, find that twist. Notice your right knee, no torquing in your right knee. Keep twisting to the left. Now see if you're able, this is option one, stay right where you are. And option two is to bring your left hand to the back of the chair. And then take your left hand to your low back. Right? A little deeper twist. Right, now we're going to slowly encourage that foot, that left foot, to sneak itself out. Right? I'm going to move it forward. I'm just going to kind of rock it side to side so that heel is on the ground. My toes are to the sky. Now my left leg is straight. And I'm still twisting. So Parvrutta Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. So you can keep your left hand where it is, or you could lift your left hand to the sky. Squeeze, really scissor your inner thighs together. Can you lift your ribs away from the waistline? Drop your shoulders down. Chin in, crown of the head to the sky. Good. Start to bend that left knee, slide your foot back, bring that left hand down. Hold on to the back of the chair with the left hand, move your torso back to front, facing the left. Ooh, turn all the way, pivot on the ball of your right foot. Ooh, maybe bend and straighten a little bit. All right, nicely done. Good job. So left ankle underneath the knee, moving the torso towards that thigh. But I'm going to move my left rib cage forward. Hold on to the chair if you need to, or bring your left elbow or forearm onto your left thigh, or maybe you bring your left hand to the chair. Maybe you bring your right arm to the sky. Really open, right? So opening in through the hips, opening through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe look up, look forward. You don't have to have your right arm in the sky. Maybe it goes behind you. Open up. Right? Remember, wherever you can keep it safe and friendly. All right. So actually, before we go, I want you to hold on to the back of the chair with your left hand. Be safe first. Slowly use your toes to extend that leg again. Point the toes forward, move that left rib cage towards the sky, and just lower yourself down. Maybe hang on to that chair. Maybe bring your hand to the seat of the chair. Maybe bring your right arm across, bicep by your ear, or up to the sky. Good. Beautiful play on our triangle pose. Working your brain this morning too, huh? Eyes down. Hold on to the chair somewhere so you can be safe to bend that left knee. Carefully come up. Just a little warrior two with that knee high on the chair. Right hand down. And then we're going to challenge our balance. Bring that left knee forward off of the chair. Right? Ankle underneath your knee. Right hand on your hip. So notice what I just did there. My hip was kind of popping out. Lift everything, right? Get it level. Maybe lift your right arm up to the sky. I don't know. You don't have to. See if you feel safe to let go of the chair once or twice or completely. Maybe both arms to the sky. Flex your foot. Ekapada, right? Be close to that chair. Be safe. Foot down. Hands to heart center. Just breathe a little bit, right? Adjust your clothes. Really close down the eyes. Sigh the breath out. Big letting go breath out. Infuse your breath with that feeling. And then gently, if you can, walk yourself around to the other side. Right. Right foot up, ankle underneath. And then again, we're going to turn, right? Turn the hips forward. So like a warrior one position in our feet on railroad tracks. And again, adjust your back foot, your left heel, left toes to wherever is friendly on that knee, right? Good. Start to Hold on, right hand on the chair. Move your belly, your ribs to the right. So I need to move my left foot out a little bit wider here for me and turn the toes in a little bit. Revolving, take your left hand either to the outside of your right knee. So I apologize to the ladies in the room here. I'm going to get loud because I'm going to turn away from the computer and I want to make sure you hear me. So sorry for screaming. Ladies in here, revolve, revolve. Maybe you switch. Maybe your right hand holds on to the back of the chair and your left hand goes behind your back. Really open into that twisting sensation, yeah? And then maybe start to walk your toes, your right toes forward. Straighten that right leg. Flex your foot a little bit. Scissor your inner thighs towards each other. Keep lifting your ribs away from your waistline. Revolve, revolve. Maybe keep your right hand where it is. Maybe bring it up to the sky. Harita Trikonasana. That twisting, revolving triangle. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Shoulder blades down and together. Maybe look over that right shoulder if you're able. Woo. Bring that right hand back down to your hip. Start to unwind eyes, heart forward, right hand onto the back of the chair. Woo. Bend your right knee. Yeah, open up that left foot, so a little bit warrior two, so knee, toes together. You got it. Just open up that hip, just breathe. And then gently lift the side body, side bend, either hold on to the back of your chair or right elbow forearm on your thigh. And adjust yourself as you need. I feel like I need to push my chair out a little bit to keep my ankle underneath my knee. Revolve, bring that right rib cage forward, maybe left hand on hip, maybe to the sky, maybe hand on chair. Open yourself up to where you feel good. Soften, smile, right? Big letting go breath out. Notice the shoulders, the neck, the hips. If you use breath, right, you'll release. You can get deeper into your pose. Chin in. All right. We're going to open up. So before we do, if your arm is in the sky, please bring your left hand to your hip. Start to slowly, actually, let's bring your right arm up too. So either bring your elbow to your thigh or hold onto the chair. Slowly extend that leg to straight, point your toes, take your right rib cage forward, open up your chest. Maybe you stay here, right hand on the back of the chair. Maybe your left arm goes to the sky or alongside your ear. Maybe hand on shin or hand on the chair, open up. Either added a pose or deleted a pose, I don't know. Open it up, open up that chest. Slowly look down towards your right knee. Carefully bend that right knee, use good balance. Come up, warrior two for just a moment. Open it up, roll the shoulders, palms up. Good, open, big, long, length through the fingertips, length through the chest, length through the hips. And carefully, the heel toe, and bring that knee, hold on if you need to, right hand on the chair. Right knee bending, right ankle underneath your knee. Lift that left arm to the sky, swing the pinky in. Challenge yourself if you feel it's safe. Maybe lift both arms. If not, right, hold on. Or get yourself closer to your chest. Yeah, whatever works. Ekapada. Good, slowly lower down. And just give a little paddle push. I want you just to bend the knee deeply, lift the heel, lift the foot, lift your hips, lift your shoulders, kind of roll a little bit, get a little tune in your head, and find a little groove, maybe even roll your hips, roll the shoulders, or you might even plant your feet and just kind of bounce, Right? Shake it out, bounce it out, maybe arms up, whatever feels good. Love those options, yeah? Good. So we're gonna take one last full body stretch out of the chair. So if you don't have a whole lot of room behind you, move your chair to a place where you can either get to the side of the back or behind it. So I'm gonna just turn the chair here, and hands on the back of the chair, and I'm gonna step about 3 feet or so away from the chair, both feet, pull that navel in, chin in. So I'm kind of in a plank position, right? Not locking out the knees, but not bending too much. And looking forward between those hands. Hands are just kind of resting on the chair, not curving my hands around it. I'm almost treating it like the floor, right? So think plank position. So we don't want your hips back. You don't want them tucking forward, right? In a line, straight line. You got it. Now bring it, kind of swing your elbows in towards each other. Bend your elbows a little bit. Bend, bend, bend. Keep looking to your hands. Like chaturanga, right? Keep your elbows in, like a little tricep push-up. This is where it's helpful to have a non-slip surface, right? So a little tricep push-up. Feel your triceps. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. Now push right back up. Woo! Yeah? Little mini chaturanga dandasanas. Elbows in, little mini tricep push-ups. Hold, 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 and then push away. Arms straight, spine straight. One more time. Elbows in. Bend the elbows straight back. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Hold, hold, hold. Woo! Very good. And now we'll start to melt that heart down, flat back. I'm going to step my feet back just a little bit so my knees are underneath my hips. And looking down, pressing that tailbone back, moving the crown of the head forward. Lengthen that spine. Bend the knees, bend the knees. Hands on the top. Now this time we will kind of cup the hands around the top of your chair, round your spine. Walk in towards your chair as you round the spine up. Head is the last thing to come on up. And just pause. Hold on to the chair. Close the eyes. What are we doing here? Oh, good. So let's play with our balance. We have enough time. So hands just gently holding the back of the chair. I want you to push really strongly into your right foot. So push it straight down into the floor to kind of lift your left hip, left side body. Lift that left foot, let it dangle just above the floor. I'm going to turn around so you can see. I'm not kind of caving in to the right side and pushing down to lift up. And that left foot is just hovering over the floor. Left arm goes up to the sky. You can hold onto the chair or let go to challenge your balance. 12 o'clock overhead. 3 o'clock out to the side. Yeah, 6 o'clock directly behind. So not down, but directly behind your shoulder. 9 o'clock across your chest. Yeah, one more time up 12 o'clock. Out to the side. 3 o'clock. Behind you, level with your shoulder. And across the chest. Good. Ooh, give that right leg a little shake. So same thing. Now push down into that left foot. Get nice and tall. The right foot is hovering off of the floor. I'm going to lift my right arm up to the sky. I'm going to hold on if I need to for balance or let go to challenge. Lift, lift, lift. Slight bend in that left knee, not too much, but we don't want to lock out the joint, right? 12 o'clock. Whoop, bring that arm out. 3 o'clock. Bring the arm directly behind the shoulder. Lift, lift, lift. And then across the chest, relax your shoulder. And up, up, up to the sky. Out to the side. Behind. Across the chest. Last time up, 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 6 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. Oof. Give it a little march. If you moved your chair, and bring it back to your starting position and have a well-earned seat. Sit all the way back. Hands to the thighs. Good. We're going to open up. So we're going to kind of move actually the tush back. Right? So get the sacrum, get the sitting bones far back as you can. Yeah. And then open those knees out to the side. The soles of the feet might not touch. Maybe just the toes will touch. And again, if you're struggling to reach the floor, fold up a blanket or get your block flat on its face there. And then take the backs of your hands and kind of press them between the thigh and the calf. Okay? Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then I want you to kind of push the knees like you're trying to close the knees towards each other and activate the arms, kind of resist. Push, push, push. Inhale, exhale, open and relax. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, back. You guys remember Suzanne Summers? Yeah? Thigh master? Think that. Working the adductors. Squeeze. Your pace. 2 more. Very nice. Bring those knees and feet back to start. And then one more time, step out wide, like a big sumo squat shape, right? So knees are out again, toes are out. Press those hands into the thighs. And then gently bend the the right elbow, and move the ribs to the right. Left arm stays mostly straight. We're kind of just rolling that left pec towards the right. Keep those knees moving away from you. Then come center. Right, same thing. Now bend the left elbow. Right arm is mostly straight. Kind of push that right thigh open. So playing here with a little version of horse stance, goddess stance, malasana, little squatty pose. And engaging in that twist. Come center. Very nice. Now we're going to turn the left toes in, left knee in. And again, we're going to roll over onto that right thigh. So forearms onto the right thigh. Really roll now completely. I want you to maybe even hold left hand on the front of your chair. Roll that left hip down. Look at that. And we're on the toes of the left foot, looking down. So now we're in a much deeper expression of that pigeon pose. Slowly start to lift the chest, roll that left knee back, foot on the ground, readjust yourself into the chair. Yeah, now same thing, start to roll to the left, pivot on the ball of your right foot, use the hands on the chair, maybe even lift yourself up and then sit yourself back down. Whatever it takes, walk your hands around the chair. Maybe you stay up high, or maybe you melt that heart down to your thigh. Maybe you cross the forearms onto your thigh. Or here, you could even bring your hands down to the ground, forehead to your knee. A little mixture, a little kind of a pigeon feel, runner's stretch feel. Hopefully it feels good, whatever it is that you're doing. I think it feels really nice. Use your breath to slowly come on out, and use the chair to help right your body. Heel toe those feet in and sit all the way back. Make sure those feet are firmly planted on something, the ground, the blanket, block. Right, shake the hands, shake the arms, shake the elbows, shake the shoulders, shake them up. Let it fly, shake them down. Good. Relax the shoulders, pick them up and drop them down. Right? Kind of shimmy the torso. I know there's nobody there, right? Your cat doesn't mind. Open and close, little rounding of the spine, little seated cat cow. Yeah, and then sit back. If you feel like you need to shake the feet, shake the legs, right? Maybe shake the hips, shake the bum, shake the belly. That was, if you're feeling like it, like you're missing something, right? Shake it all out. And then feet firm on the floor or on your support. Palms down this time. Posture still engaged, right? Crown of the head to the sky. navel space back, even though we're kind of leaning back. Take a big inhale through the nose, open the jaw, sigh the breath out, letting go, breath out. Get really comfortable. Notice what you can release, even if you think it's really small, like if you can release the joints of your fingers, you can release the hairline. Can you turn the corners of the mouth up and breathe in and out only through the nose? Maybe part the teeth a little bit. Let the tongue fall down to the floor of the mouth. And see yourself moving through your day. Right? What's next after this? Maybe you're going to make some food or drink some lovely tea or coffee or water. And you do that, right, with compassion, with calm, with confidence, whatever your word was. What is next? Can you see yourself moving through your day? Realized, awake, present to whatever it is that you want to feel. I am that. Om Soham Soham Saha. I am that I am. Following your breath. If the mind starts to wander or distract, come back to breathing in and out, in and out. Or hearing your voice in your head on your inhalation, I am. And your exhalation, that word. Allowing yourself to really favor the stillness between the breaths. This wonderful opportunity to change your nervous system, your health and your vitality with this mini meditation. You are more than welcome to stay here in your seated meditation for as long as you wish. You're welcome to sign off, whatever you choose, staying longer in your meditation or signing off. Be sure to Recall that feeling, that word, right? Invite it into every task, small or large, every action that you create today. Bring that fusion, that infusion of that feeling with you. And all those with whom you come into contact will certainly benefit from your intention and practice. Hands together if you're sealing your practice with me today. As I bow and honor to the intention in me, which bows and honors the intention in each and every one of you in this space, you remain one. Namaste, everyone.